Glass Half Full Guy has a good question. He says, how much does CMC need? I'm not calling him CMC. Glass Half Full Guy says, how much does Christian McCaffrey need to learn to play on Sunday? All right, let's talk about it. I remember last year, the Niners played the Rams right after the Rams traded for Odell Beckham Jr. And the way that Rams had him in the game was they had him in the opening script. They scripted the first 15 plays. He could learn those plays. He wouldn't even have to know what the words are. Just go in and run these routes on these plays. Once the script was over, we didn't see Beckham again the rest of the game because he didn't know the offense yet. That's one thing the Niners could do, have him in the opening script, and then also give him a package in the red zone. Hey, if we get here, here's 4 plays that we'll run with you on the field. Learn these 4 plays just for the red zone. So I think that's what they could do. That's what they could do. Yeah, and I expect they will. I expect they will do that and have him play in this game.
Screenplay, and then for him, because how hard is a screenplay for McCaffrey to learn? It's not like they're like over the top, especially for a running back. It's like, hey, delay this, catch it, and just follow your leads.
Well, the problem is you don't want to bring him in the middle of a drive, in the middle of a game for one play because everyone knows that the ball is probably going to go to him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, just got to be careful about that. But you could have him in the entire first script. You could have him on the field for the entire first 15 plays because he can No, you can't. No, you can't because he wasn't there in practice this week. He wasn't. No, Odell Beckham was. Yeah, it's going to be tough. I'm thinking what they'll do is there will be a red zone package for him. Maybe not the opening script, but there'll be a red zone package, and he'll be on the field for like 3 or 4 plays, and he just might get the ball once or twice, and he just might score a touchdown, but that's going to be about it for him, I think.
Yeah, I had him when I wrote today, I think I had him like teetering around 5 snaps in the whole game.
That sounds about
maybe
right.
A couple runs, throw a screen, but also I think people are underestimating his decoy. Just put him into motion. I mean, he was like, hey, McCaffrey, look cute. Like, motion right, then come left, and we'll fake it to you. And just to get the linebackers out of there. But I'm sure Spagnuolo's probably going to tell him, don't fall for it. How much does he learn? Or maybe he'll tell him, you just never know. You just never know how
anything the Niners can find to gain an edge against this Chiefs team could help because they're not favored to win at home. And they know that. Jose says CMC probably houses some of Jeff's long runs. I don't know. Jeff's been housing him, man. Like, when did Jeff get caught from behind this year? Just saying. He hit 21 miles an hour.
No.
He looks explosive to me.
He's fine. I think it's just the way how he tap dances, like very more tighter spaces.
So does Christian. Christian isn't a better runner. I'd rather have Jeff Wilson Jr. run between the tackles than Christian. Now let's see if Christian can get to the edge. I'd like to see that. Maybe he can.
No, I don't think
CMC missed 23 of the Panthers' past 33 games. Yeah. 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 A little scared about that. Ivan says, offseason, Lynch said this is the year they scale back spending. All of a sudden, they're going all in. What has changed? Makes me wonder. Thank you. Thank you. I asked about that. This is the year they wanted to scale back spending. Psych. Well, they're not spending a bunch on McCaffrey this year. He said, we've been among the league leaders in spending the last few years. We've always known that this was going to be a year where we, quote unquote, scaled back spending. Well, McCaffrey's not costing them much this year, but he'll cost them next year. So I guess it's still, consistent. But yeah, I hear you, Ivan.
So what has changed is the offense stinks. They have
and they're 3-3 when they thought they'd be 6-0. Yeah, it is. Matthew says if you add up the talent of Elijah Mitchell, Jeff Wilson Jr., Jordan Mason, and Tevin Coleman, it still doesn't equal the talent of CMC. How do you know what Jordan Mason is? Have you ever seen him play? And plus, when healthy, you have to use the asterisk when healthy with CMC. We're not saying CMC in the show at all. Rule against it.
You already said it on the question, you hypocrite, like 2 seconds ago.
I'm telling myself no more. Chris Tallarico says this guarantees that B.A. Lance won't be here and that Kyle and Lynch will be here for at least another season. No draft means no new coach or GM. Maybe. I don't know. If I were about to get fired, if I were in the hot seat, the first thing I would do is trade all my picks. Oh, fire me now, buddy. Oh, you want to fire me? Okay. Well, now all the picks are gone.
Remember what Matt Rule did for Baker?
Yep. One more. Double B Studio says problem is Niners can't get to the end zone. Ooh. Yeah, they're gonna have to get there without Christian this week.